ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the deciding match of the first series of the day. OG versus No Diggity. The draft's done. The game is underway. Let's get ourselves in. Our mode picks on this is Jaskal, and I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, there's a lot of fun heroes coming out of this game, and I mean, namely, I'm just excited to see Miracle TA.
Yeah, I actually don't know if I've had an opportunity to watch him play a TA game before. So, I mean, the guy is obviously ridiculously skilled, so I'm expecting big things out of him. I do think that the Veno pick is a little bit all-in from No Diggity. I'm not sure what the main purpose of it is, because it is going to be in the support capacity, like Wago was saying. If it's like a mid-matchup, Venomancer versus TA, the TA will definitely struggle. But I feel like in this game, I'm not really sure how he's going to have impact. So is it just going to be jungle? Is he just going to max Plague Wars and just try to get whatever he can, play it a little bit greedier, maybe hope that OG aren't going to get successful rotations, because they do have a Phoenix, a hero who's not notorious for going for like early kills? Or does he want to just try to pressure mid? Because I think the early game is going to be very indicative of how No Diggity do in this game, whereas OG can have a not-so-great early game and still come back just by virtue of their lineup. So I do feel like, overall, I'm probably thinking OG's draft is just a slight bit better, but I think No Diggity have the potential to outplay it.
Yeah, and I do like the way that obviously OG's reacted to this. They were going to put the Slider on the off lane, but they see the Veno jug lane, and they're like, nope, we're just not even going to give that one a chance, because there's no point at all. Moon's going to feel a lot safer in the jungle. He's got an Iron Talon, so he's going to be fine here on this hero, and this is going to kind of limit the potential what they're looking to do. All of a sudden, No Diggity down the bottom lane, top lane, moving in onto Yapzor with the Sunray. It's a good spell, so I heard, not good enough, needs a buff. Doesn't get the kill.
Yeah, probably. In level 1 Sunray, needs to do like 5% and just scale it up from there. Why not? Just make the hero even more ridiculous than it already is. But looking at the lanes, I guess it's just going to be Cinderin still holding on to his skill point. Yapzor is going to be taking the quick way back to base, just dying to neutral creeps here. But I think that it's really scary for the Furion in the early game. Like, one stun into a roll for Kezu could very easily just be death, especially once No Tail hits level 2, gets that Warcry going.
There we go again, rolling out to Kezu. They'll try for it with a Storm Hammer, moving in. Yapzor's trying to do his best to fend them off. A couple more swipes and they'll get it. No Tail with the first blood pick off onto Kezu. This time the combo works out.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was saying it's a bit scary, because as a Furion, you have very limited tools in the laning phase to stop a gap closer like Earth Spirit. And in the early parts, when you're not like level 2 or 3, you don't even have any points in the Sprout. That only buys you a limited amount of time regardless, because No Tail already has his quelling and whatnot. So rotation up here from No Diggity, they're going to send Cinderin in. He's got the 1 point in the Gale, which should help, at least in relieving the Furion from death. But this is a tri-lane Night Stalker Venomancer Furion.
I mean, this is something that Cinderin would draft.
Literally, yes. You are correct. I don't know if it's necessarily the play, but it might be the only play they have.
Yeah. I mean, Moon, he's still having a final time, level 3 at the moment, on the Slardar in the jungle. I mean, I guess it's the right thing to do, as we said, because they did take Moon away from the off lane. That really was part of what they wanted to do with this Veno. Taken away from them. The top lane, they're going to go in. Cinderin, can he do anything to stop it? The stun from Crit coming out onto 2. Storm Hammer onto Kezu, and Kezu, he's gone. The question is, can they try and pick themselves up anything more? Yapzor's trying to look for Crit in response. The Sunstrike coming through, and they'll do it. Waifer picks up the return kill, but it looks like Diggity, they are going to lose another double kill for No Tail. I mean, this lane is not working out, to say the least, for Diggity.
Yeah, but OG have the exact proper response to this type of situation. So normally when you're playing against Furion and you're... Oh, that's not your base.
Aggressive jungling Venomancer.
That is not your base. He is dead. Super dead.
Oh, get Galed, son. Hey.
I mean, eventually the mid player is going to turn around and just kill him. Yeah,
I mean, Crit's got spells. He just... I don't even... Oh, there we go.
Just give the kill to your mid player.
Give the kill to Miracle.
Yep, there
All
you go.
right. Thanks, Sind. Miracle will take that.
Yeah, this is kind of a disaster, actually, for the early game. The problem with like laning the Furion with other heroes is that the strength of Furion comes from the fact that he's supposed to be able to be in his lane on his own, and he's also supposed to be able to help out in other lanes where you have heroes who could potentially get picks. But Venomancer and Night Stalker don't really do a whole lot until they get a few levels, and obviously Yapzor wants the first night to roll around. So until then, he wasn't really able to do much. Now granted, it is 4 minutes now, and he's level 3, so he has 2 points into the Void, but he doesn't have any Hunter in the night because he's opted to get Crippling Fear. So it's not like his gap closing ability is going to be amazing. Oh, Yapzor gets the root.
Oh!
Nice. Crit was just trying to leave it there for Miracle. But
yeah, he was looking after that for quite a while. I mean, one of the pluses for Diggity at this point is the fact that Era has had an entirely free lane, and in terms of XP as well, he has managed to get a lot of space. They've not need to have any backup. He's a dead.
Oh my God, Sunray.
This is really quite disastrous at the moment for Diggity. But as I said, it's all on Era. You know, he's nearly level 6. In fact, he might just be it. Yeah, he's okay, halfway through level 5. So, getting that Omni Slash. Certainly OG, if they want to do anything down on this bottom lane, they're going to need to send down a couple of heroes at least. Tranquil's now done on Moon. Oh, Send. Trying to 1v1 Crit here, but Crit's got backup, and it's going to be another freebie for Miracle. They may lose Crit in response.
Oh! Well played.
Thanks, Sind. Setting up the deny.
Venomous Gale, man, feels bad.
Yeah. I have a feel the Veno pick's not working this game so far, but it's early days. It's early days.
I don't know what it was supposed to do, though. That's my primary concern is I don't know, in this game, what does it do?
I mean, as you can see, they've had a good win rate, but I want to say as well, I feel like when they pick the Veno, it's normally either Yapzor or Quake playing it, and while Quake talking about the Devil, Miracle's going, and he's going in hard. They will lose Crit off the back of this dive, but Miracle, he still gets the kill. He's on a killing spree now on his TA. So both Miracle and No-Tail, they're finding the farm, they're finding the kills. I think both of them are 3-0-0s. The Sven as well. Yeah. It's a 3-0-1, in fact. Let's not forget that assist.
It ain't pretty right now for No Diggity, is what we're saying.
It's all on Era. Era to carry this game.
Yeah, but how do you carry this game as a Juggernaut against Sven? Like, that is one of the worst matchups you can possibly have as a Sven. Or as a Juggernaut, excuse me, because Warcry just totally negates your ultimate. He's a natural BKB carrier who also goes initiation items, who does a truckload of damage, so your spin doesn't even really save you. It is like one of the age-old crappy matchups for the hero. So you're putting a lot of emphasis on Era being able to carry this game, and I don't disagree with you, but at the same time, he's not got an easy matchup at all.
Certainly given the kind of momentum that OG's managed to be able to find on these heroes. No-Tail with that top tower. He's going to hang around for this one. In fact, he may have got a little bit too greedy now. He's a smart man.
Too tanky.
And he's a man that's CPing out.
I mean, that's just an example of what No-Tail is going to be able to get away with this game, and that's only level 2 Warcry.
And that's also still left the tower above deny range, so they still have the chance of getting that last hit on the tower there, OG.
They're even counter-pressuring mid at the same time, because they just realize that these cores on OG are very difficult to gank. Like, killing this Sven is tough.
Oh, Sin's got a solo Roche.
Yeah, with level 1 Plague Wards, I feel like this is definitely what he can do. I think that No Diggity have a tendency to fall into these drafts where they're putting so much pressure on themselves with their heroes to make plays. And if they don't make plays, their lineup is just instantly behind. And I feel like that was the story in the first game, and I feel like that's the same story here.
Line's being shown towards the bottom. No-Tail's going to have the God Strength back up in 10, so he'll be ready to go if they can find an opening. The damage is certainly going to be there with the Sven. See what they can do. More and more reactions. Actually going to send towards the mid lane. They want to try and find Miracle. Kezu's come in. Does get off the Sprout. Do they have to follow through? I mean, this would be a nice kill to get if they got the detection. No.
Oh, dear. That's a 4-hero commitment with no detection to kill a TA.
Sin turned up. Did he have detection?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Oh, no, it's all right. It's fine that he was late. He didn't have detection anyway. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he was buying his boots. Venomancer needs boots really badly. 285 base movement speed. Really slow hero.
Yeah, this is a tough start for Dig.
I'll have to pick his brain after this game and ask him what the reasoning is behind the Veno. The only thing I can think of...
Are you going to get this touch? Oh, no, Kezu, nice. Nice play there. Can't quite go for the move.
But the only thing I can think of is the Venomancer is concerned is maybe they had a different idea what they wanted to do with it.
Well, then the draw kind of messed it up.
But their last ban, they actually banned a hero that made me believe that they thought that the starter was going to be safe lane. So they last picked Sven, right?
I mean, really? Because that is not an OG thing to do, is it? With the Slardar, Moon's
yeah, but
I guess they have done it on No-Tail, but
yes.
You know, kind of 8 times, 80% of the time, it's normally Moon.
But I'm just saying, like, that's the only justification.
Yeah, from their perspective, yeah.
Because they did actually ban a non-Moon hero. Or no, they banned a Moon hero.
Yeah, they banned a Moon hero. Well, still at the moment, it's already the one that's managed to at least keep slightly aligned with the net worth of OG's cause. The rest of the side certainly falling behind Miracle. He's on 5.3k. He is rocketing ahead. He's already 2k ahead of Quakefa's Invoker.
Man, this is so brutal. This TA is going to have a Desolator at like 12 minutes, and they're just going to kill Roshan with Amp.
If they can kill him. Have they brought detection this time? That is the question.
Sunray.
They got dust! They got dust! Doesn't matter.
But they don't have any damage.
Maybe it does. Oh! Omni Slash from Era! We said he needed to carry the game, and he is. Era turns up to the mid-fight at the right time.
That was perfect timing, actually, for him. This is a really big change-up for them, too, because they should be able to get this tower. Even with Glyph, I don't think that OG are going to be able to defend now. That was a huge kill.
Yeah, huge rotation from Era.
And this is the kind of team that needs to be able to stay ahead. They need to get kills, they need to get objectives. This is pretty much the only game plan they can adopt at this stage, because going late against OG's heroes is not what you want to do. I mean, I suppose you have a Night Stalker, but with the Night Stalker Fury and combo, your main goal is to try to get the objectives and control the map for as long as you can. Like kind of asphyxiate the enemy team. But when your laning phase goes poorly, it's a lot harder to pull that off because you're not able to get your core items fast enough, you don't get your levels, and then the skirmishes that you do take might not favor you because you're just behind at the get-go. But that is...
Oh, good. Well, there's the standing.
Should have put it on the App Store. 100% win rate.
I was going to say, but I was... So Sin has played it a few times as well. I just feel like recently it's been Yaps on Quaker that's been picking it up. But
I mean,
it's spread around pretty equally. Yeah.
They've kind of given him a lane to himself. They get the tier 1. They split up a bit. You know, just efficient farming here, giving the support the lane. Sarah now finally makes his way back.
They may kill him, though. I mean, look at this. At the side of OG, they sent 3 heroes down here. They're smoked up.
This is quite a difficult kill, actually. Killing the Jug.
Took the lead in. They tried to go for the instant silence, but they couldn't get it down before the Blade Fury.
Yeah, I think the only way that works is if, for whatever reason, they can get like a boulder smash from Fog before he sees it, or like the silence, like he tried the geomagnetic grip, but doesn't look like no Diggity really want to do anything about this either.
OG a little apprehensive with something happening as well. They scan behind the tower, and nothing to be found. Space is there, and they'll look to take this one. No Diggity at the moment elsewhere across the map. So, as you said, free tower, and this is really important at this stage of the game where you are looking towards Miracle and just getting that ridiculous timing on the death zone and taking objectives. That's certainly going to help him out as he's very, very close to having that second Myth or Hammer.
They're going to kill Roshan so fast, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, their team is amazing at killing Roshan.
Here we have it.
Oh, they're just going to go for it now, yeah.
And one thing to draw on as well, I mean, look at Moon. This was a man who did not start in a lane as starter, went straight to the jungle, got the Iron Tail on, and look at his progression now. He's only less than 400 behind a Juggernaut that had a free lane. I mean, that's ridiculous how well Moon can play himself around that jungle position.
Yeah, but it's a lot to do with the fact that the tri-lane at the top really didn't accomplish a whole heck of a lot.
Yes.
And then it left him in a 1v1, potentially, where he could go back to the lane and still manage to find some CS. So it wasn't as if he was zoned for the entire early game. It was just a bit until he saw that Cinder and decided to go top lane. They are going to stop OG from doing Roche for the time being. They're probably just going to go back into the pit soon, though. They're just waiting for God's Strength, I guess, from No Tail to see if they want to try to fight this. Still 10 seconds left before I think they can engage.
Miracle's got the Dessa done.
Oh man, this is a strong timing.
13-minute Dessa. What Diggity going to be able to do about this one? Eris just continuing. Push down mid, and Yapso gets jumped on instantly with a crush to follow through Stormhammer. They'll move in a couple of swipes from No Tail, and he's gone. Takes down Yapso Sinner in one hit, and 2/3 of his life pool gone. Crit rolls in, catches out the Venom. That's a second kill for OG. Miracle taking a fair bit from the Meteor, but Era. Oh, he's walked into this one with the start. He's gone. Era jumps in, immediately eliminated there by the side of OG, and now they're just walking to Roche. 3 heroes gone from No Diggity. No way they can stop this one. We talked about the speed that they can take it, and we're seeing it in action here right now. 13-minute in. With this lineup, they're taking it down within literally a matter of seconds.
Does so amplified damage. God's Strength Sven. Pretty good Roche team. Pretty good. It was one of those team fights where one person gets picked off, and because of the fact that it was Yapsor, like, he's the one that you really want to go in and deal with the Phoenix and the Earth Spirit. So you throw a silence onto one, you void the other, you just try to force them to use their spells on you, so that way the rest of your team can actually, you know, do something. But because they just instantly lose that core, and at the same time Miracle's going in on another front, just going on Cinderin, the way they took that fight, everything just went wrong.
Miracle,
So,
look at this. He's playing the long game. How patient is he? How patient is he? Cinderin, don't do it, Sind.
There's no way.
Is he going to go? No, he won't go for it. Oh, Sind?
He's going for a ward, I think.
Okay.
He's going to ward behind the tower or something.
Miracle, look how patient this man is. Absolutely beautiful, this patient. Oh, he's out. He's out.
I mean, it would have been beautiful patience if he actually got a kill. But instead he just missed like 5 creeps. There's like a very fine line between genius and stupidity, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes you make that play and it works, and you just look like a god.
It was close to working. Sim was, you know, he was going to lay down that ward and I'll come around and start to put a bit of pressure on the tower.
But you got to go for that play, because if you don't go for it, you'll never know if it works.
Exactly. And now he knows. Notel as well, knowing he has that Echo Saber. Oh. Well, Invoker was having a nice time there. Not anymore. A couple of hits now from this Sven, and it's enough to take down even the bigger cores.
You can kind of see the struggle of No Diggity, though, in this game. As the Venomancer, as a support, hasn't really contributed a whole heck of a lot.
It's a beautiful setup as well. Straight into the stun. Silence to follow through as well. Where's the bashes?
So
a little bit unlucky with the bashes, but doesn't matter. Moon's still getting the kill. Now here's the time when Miracle would have liked to be sleeping on the top lane. Cinderin. She might find an opening to take down this tier 1 with the wards out. Is he going to get the gold as well? Moon. He's looking to punish it. Sin gets the tab, but Moon. He's looking for the kill. Actually getting killed immediately. Oh, with the Omni Moon, he's gone too far.
What a stun. He might still be dead, though.
Nice. Can he deny himself? Deny himself. Ooh.
That was a nice plague ward. Messed up the pathing and whatnot.
A bit of an unnecessary kill for Moon to give away there. And obviously...
well, he clearly didn't know Arrow was there.
Yeah, that's true. He kind of waltzed in and was like, all right, we're in trouble now.
Yeah, there's no way he goes for that normally.
Oh.
He has the proper vision.
And I mean, what do you think about the strat? So everyone, well, I said everyone.
Necro books everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Invoker and Nature's Prophet going for the Necros.
I think it's kind of a necessary thing. Yep. Like, you can't go for split push type of items in this game because you know that like 3, maybe even 4 heroes of OG are going to eventually have Blink Daggers. And once they do, like Kezu is not going to be able to split push, the Invoker is not going to be able to split push, and even with the use of a Night Stalker, there's just too much threat of initiation on the side of OG. So if you go Necro Books, it gives you more incentive to play as 5. If you find an opening to split push and you feel confident, you can still do it with a book. But I think it's more about just having the 5-man. I want to be able to go up with double book 3, hit a tower.
Oh, Sind.
He's fine.
I don't think he is.
It's fine. Let's walk it off.
Miracle. He should be okay here as well.
I mean, he still has Aegis, even if he's not okay.
He's Gucci. He's got the bottle charge as well. In fact, he might go for another play. So talking about the plays, Moon jumps in on Squoifer. Back up from No Tail. That's a second one in quick succession here for OG. Kezu and Yapsor looking for a bit of a push on the top in response, but already OG back, and they've got No Tail on the Sven to cleave out the waves, push him back out here. At 14-5, this game looking very rough for the side of No Diggity. Especially just because, consider the heroes that you've got on the side of OG as well. I mean, you've got a TA, you've got a Slardar, you've got a Sven, and even just the support job. It's such a perfect combination for a game, 18 minutes in, when you're this far ahead. And the fact that you've now got blinks on all 3 cores.
Yeah, exactly. That's the stage in the game where No Diggity start to really feel the pressure. Because no matter what, split pushing becomes incredibly scary. Even as Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Like, say you get caught out by a blink stun.
Oh!
That was close. It was very close. But if you get blink stun from Moon and the TA is behind him, 1 amp, 1 Meld Deso hit, you are dead. Like, it doesn't even matter if you get a spin off of that.
And this man...
also dead.
It's very dead. I mean, this is the thing. No Tail jumps on you. And with the Echo Saber, you're literally gone in less than a second with the God Strength up.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a Venomancer.
The value of God Strength Armlet. I think OG are one of the only teams who really do a lot of Armlet stun, but it's super strong.
And you got Blink Dagger on crit. 4 Blink Daggers out on OG. Well, what are you going to do against that, Diggity? It's
hope that you don't get caught. That's pretty much what you do. But this is kind of why I was emphasizing the importance of No Diggity doing well in their lanes, and why it's disastrous that they lost so many heroes and weren't really able to like clearly win a single lane when their lineup needs to play from ahead, especially with like a Night Stalker and a Furion together, because you really want to restrict the vision from the enemy team, split push, do what you can. You know, if you want a 5-man and get a team fight going, maybe, but right now, 5 versus 5 against OG, I don't think you win. Split pushing, I still don't think you win, because you just have too much risk of getting caught. It is an unbelievably hard game for No Diggity at this stage, and I think a lot of it does kind of come down to the draft. Like, Cinderin put himself on a hero that's very hard to impact with.
Miracle. Off he goes. Still continues. If they can get another slow onto him, maybe.
No way.
Nah, he's off. He is off and gone.
He might even be baiting it a bit here. Might be too far from his team. Oh, the DD.
Oh, the Omni!
Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Not a bait, just a death.
Let's see if OG can punish this. Error. Getting himself away. No, Tail's going to get slowed. Maybe if Diggity could try and turn this even more and get a second kill, it would be huge, but still. I mean, you take the T out, but you still look at it too. Oh! Hey! They've got it! They've got, no, the Crush! The Crush from Moon denies it. Holds him back, so No Tail trying to get himself out with the toggles. They'll lose crit in the pit. Oh, okay, they get a third. No Diggity. I mean, again, this is... You may be far ahead if you're OG, but you cannot afford to give away kills like that. As we can see, that's a 3.5k gold swing, 4.5 in terms of XP.
Yeah,
you don't want to be doing that.
He was too far away from his team. He was trying to bait it out because he knows that his team has so many blink daggers that even if he's low on health, if Moon gets in with a Crush or, you know, Crit gets in with a Bowler Smash, they have a high chance of turning the fight. But the problem is he was just too far away.
Yes. This is, I mean, yeah. Diggity there, kind of getting a new sense of life there off the back of that one.
Reminiscent of game number 2 when...
It really, not as much though.
Yeah, not as bad.
Not as bad.
Not as bad.
But, I mean, we've kind of seen 3 throws from OG. There was the one play in game 1 where they pushed the top. But then that wasn't, you know, that was kind of like the least bad. Then last game was like pretty bad. That one was like, it was a bad play. It's not game over. Moon, again, just finding these kills on his own.
He's actually got so much money again.
He really has, this Slardar. He's pretty much on parallel with Koifa's Invoker.
I wonder if he just goes for like the...
And this is a Midas Invoker as well. It's, you know...
Well, all Invokers get Midas.
Well, yeah, it's just the fact that...
I know, you were just emphasizing the fact that he has a Midas.
I was like, and it's a Midas Invoker.
Yeah. No, I know where
Who
you're coming
does
from.
Midas Invoker? Honestly. I'm more of a fan of Dagon.
Dagon is pretty OP.
It is. You see that Tinker Builder there?
It's the most expensive item in the game. It has to be good.
Bloodthorn's close though, isn't it? Or
It is
is
close.
Dagon 5 still expensive?
Dagon 5 is still more expensive, I think.
Okay. Oh, Moon. Trying for a plan error. Can they punish it? Yapsor's there. He slides out. Kezu. A little bit short with the TP location. Well, Moon did have a haste, so to be fair, very, very slippery fish.
Yeah, Dagon 5 is 7,720 gold.
Okay, it's quite a bit more.
Yeah. It's like 600 and something more than Bloodthorn.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not that much more. Well, OG, what's the next bit of play?
The one thing that No Diggity actually have is double book 3 is a pretty big nuisance to the kind of lineup that OG have because nobody actually has BKB yet. So you can actually mana drain the heroes. It's, I think, an underrated aspect of Necrobook is not necessarily the damage that it deals, but the fact that you can just, you know, drain all of Slardar's mana or the TA or the Sven. And at that point, if you don't have like 1 or 2 pairs of Arcane Boots, which right now OG have none, you just can't use spells. So you can actually kite them out.
You know, that really is the thing, because... Oh?
This is going to die instantly. It's like...
but no, as you said, if you do drain that Sven's mana, suddenly he's very limited.
Yeah, he does nothing
if he's got no mana, I mean, he can still punch okay, but he's not going to be killing anyone in a few hits.
Yeah, you just have to rely on your strength heroes carrying stick and making sure that they have a lot of stick charges during the fight so they can continually use spells after the books are popped. It's just a shame, I think, that, you know, Koifa needed to go Exort this game for the damage output, but if he was Quas Wex, I think it would be a lot easier for them to take the 5-man engagement.
This is going to be painful for some of the question. Oh, jumping on the side onto Koifa. He's gone. They're taking down the Invoker. Can they get themselves more error? Yapso trying to run. He's going to go for the Blade View TP, and it's going to be enough. They don't have the physical damage to bite through him. Yapso gets caught out here on the side, slapped down, beat down by the boys on OG. But at the least, Error did escape from that one.
I mean, you could tell how confident OG are because No Tail just bought Boots of Travel. Like, he has treads, but he just bought bots. Is he? Oh, he is so dead.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why teams do like to ban at the Earth Spirit from OG. Crit,
Yeah.
he is very, very comfortable on the hero. I mean, to be fair, this hero support combination, the Phoenix and the Earth Spirit, I feel like in the, games at Epicenter, it got banned out so much because it's literally, they'll take it. If it's there, they'll take it, OG.
Yep.
It's so strong at the moment, especially the way that these guys play around it.
The other thing, too, is we're kind of at a state in Dota where banning out, like, a person or banning out, you know, a specific role is not super effective anymore because there's just so many different things that you can do. So now you play against this and you think, okay, well, maybe I just ban the ES or the Phoenix in the first phase, but then you just have something else to worry about. So it's why Dota becomes a much harder game over time in drafting and trying to figure out a team's weaknesses. And honestly, I think that OG's draft this game is just flat out better in almost every conceivable way. The only thing that I think the OG or that No Diggity have on them is the control game if they were ahead. Like the Night Stalker Fury combo can be very devastating if you have the map control already going for you. But getting to that point is where No Diggity are struggling.
And OG now with the BKB on top of the bots on the Sven, so No Tail is going to be very little stopping him unless they get him on his own with an Omni Slash. But even at that point, he's going to have the War Cry out, so that's not going to be killing him. Unless they catch him on his own. This smoke from Diggity. They can catch him here as he comes up. Yes, straight in with the Omni, gets the BKB out. But can they get the physical damage for a return with the Godstrike forcing them back?
Oh
now turns on to Error. Error, he needs to run, he needs to hide, and he can't. He's gone. Jumping from Moon, brings the crush down. And this is what we're talking about. It looks to be a fight where they find him on his own, but with the Blink Daggers, the rest of OG, they're never more than a blink away, and they are there with the reaction. And Diggity are just really, really struggling in these cases where, you know, they look to have that big kill that they need just handed to them.
They committed so hard for that, too, and No Tail is just way too tanky. Like, Armlet toggled on, BKB, the extra 20 armor from Warcry. There's just no killing this Sven.
And Moon, again, with these Blink Crushes onto 2. The follow-up stun from Crit. Kezu's gone. This is getting to pretty brutal stages, and as I say that, we're seeing exactly what I mean. Miracle, absolutely no chill, jumps in onto Yapzor. Ruthless play on the TA, 5-2-4. He's working on a BKB himself, but I don't know if we'll actually get to the point of the game where we're going to see that come out, because we're 24-8. OG taking this down. Error's moving in. They might get Miracle, but he's still got that Aegis.
The secret is out.
And he's ready. Well, I say he's ready. Can they kill him a second time? No. Of course not.
Refraction Blink is pretty OP in those situations. It's a really easy way to get out. Yeah, but I mean, he got a lot of damage on the tier 3. His Aegis is going to be expiring soon anyway. There's no reason, I think, not to just get the damage. That way, when they come up top lane again, you know, if OG decide to group up, it just means an easier tower. And they even, they actually did force out the Glyph, which is actually a pretty good thing for No Diggity. Means they'll have more time to get in position to defend if and when OG come a knockin'. But I don't even know if OG have to force it. I think No Diggity continually are the ones under the gun.
Can they get Miracle here? Aye. Lead in. He's got the blink. I mean, it's such a hard kill to try and get. It really is. But they need to, they need to find it. They need to find someone on their own. And at the moment, it's Miracle, but he's safe and sound. He's got a BKB done as well. I don't know what the plan is here. No Tail. I mean, he just feels confident. He's just running around, running up and down, high ground. Just knowing that Diggity, they just can't kill him at this point.
Yep.
Even when he's on his own, they have to throw every ult and more at the Sven to bring him down.
So the thing about the Sven and the Necro Books was before the Sven gets BKB, sure, you can drain his mana. But once he has BKB, the Necro Books are just free gold for him. So that timing and when the book was actually strong has come and gone. And No Diggity haven't really gotten any objectives in that time frame. So now all of a sudden, the books go from being a great item to not really so great. 10-second BKB on Miracle, and I think No Tails is, what, 9 or 8? Yeah, it's 9 seconds. All things considered right now, OG, they would have to dive mid multiple times, I think, to lose control of this game.
This is I mean, high ground defense-wise, they do have the Venom ult to play around.
Yeah, it's not
it's
not terrible, but
I mean, Yap's was trying to make a go on this. I've got a Sunstrike onto Fly, but it's still not going to quite be enough, and then jumping into Cinder, and he's not going to even get the chance to get the ult out, and he's gone for 45 now, OG. They move in for more. Crit actually rolling out. A little bit scared of what they're throwing forward here with these Necro units, but...
Oh, they're all dead.
It's a nice bit of money here for OG as they clean those up quickly. And Miracle, he's thinking about the jump. He's not going to make it at the moment, sticking to the objectives, but watch this man. He's got a regen. Oh, actually gets wasted there. And now with the jump, the crush onto Yapso, moving in 1-2, he's gone. Miracle finds one, and look at this setup with a stun. They've got to be forced back to base here. The side of no Diggity. Miracle pots the BKB, can't quite continue to chase for more. The fortification coming out. Diggity, they are going to have Sin back up on the Venomancer. But tier 3 is almost certainly going to go down. Maybe more if Miracle wants to stick about, and he does. Yeah, still got the BKB. Poison Nova comes out. That's just 2, no turn out. BKBs moves forward. Sinner and Core out again. The Boulder Smash from Crit catching 2. They're going to lose them here. The Lotus Orb Domini, meaning that neither taking the damage that they were looking for. And with the Yule set up on Terra, it's going to be another one for OG. 4 dead. GG is called. Game 3. A little bit more brutal than Game 1 was, and that was saying something. I mean, Diggity, they definitely had their highlights in the series. Game 2 was a good showing. They showed us that they knew when to find an opening, when to find a mistake from the opposition and punish it hard. But Game 3, it was just straight out, kind of outclassing there from OG.
Yeah, I think you could see from the get-go that No Diggity were kind of out of sorts, just trying to figure out what they could do with their heroes. The Venomancer obviously didn't work out so well. He didn't really have anywhere to go. He tried to go top to try to make the lane a little bit easier for Kezu. Still ended up dying a handful of times in the laning phase, and since that point, they really couldn't get a foothold, I think, and that was the biggest issue. Because it was like they were talking about in the panel. As soon as this Templar, Assassin, Slardar lineup gets ahead of you, when they're dire, they're going to kill Roshan, and they killed it, I think, 2 times before the game even ended. And at that point, you know, No Diggity couldn't kill No Tail at all, to the point where he didn't have a single death. No. He never got the Aegis. They always
But he did not die at all.
No, he didn't die at all. He was 10-0-8.
Yeah, that was whoo.
But I think that one thing about this entire series that we can take away is that the team with the better drafts pretty much won every single time.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, I think that definitely was the kind of from the start. You said that in each of the 3 games. You pointed out that there was strong drafts and there was weak drafts, and I think we saw that as well in the play as this series went on. But of course, we've got to remember, No Diggity, they will get themselves a second chance. This is double elimination. They will play up against the loser in the 3rd series of the day, well, the loser of the 2nd series. So that will be VP Na'Vi round the corner. OG moved themselves forward to play they're in the 3rd series. The loser game is the 4th series of the day.
Yes.
So they've got to stick around to the last series of the day, No Diggity. And we'll see the winner of VP versus Na'Vi go up against OG, which will be quite spectacular. I think the 2nd series itself, VP versus Na'Vi, is going to be incredibly spectacular. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be the next series right round the corner. Straight to the battle.